right, did a quick little shopping run for some Tylenol. And for the first time in a very long time, I got to take the boosted board out. I forget how to check the power. So that's expected because where I went shopping is like just 4 blocks down, so that's nothing. But what I'm really proud about is that this thing didn't have its battery just full on die on me. Nor did any of the screws or anything pop off or the belt break. Because this thing, since I fixed it back in like January, I think it was, yeah, it hasn't really been ridden. Like I thought I would ride it a lot more, but the circumstances never arose. And so I kind of thought that with it just being constantly plugged in, that the battery would have some other malfunction than what I jerry-rigged it to fix initially. Like it would develop a different problem, or something else would get old in your road and the belt would snap, but none of that happened. So really proud. And I think Long Beach hasn't seen a boosted board on the streets since like what, 2021 or something? When did the business go under? I forget. Anyways, it was nice to go out for a ride and have it work.
All went well with the drop off to the airport and the return back. So let's get back to Inktober. Well, Promptober, but first up is Inktober. Buttons. All right, so we are on the 27th. Road. Uh, okay, sure. We've got Jeepers Creepers. We've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a lot of things that happen on roads. Hills Have Eyes, I think. I think that's because they got off the road, though. Anyways, Creeptober helps us out with full moon. Actually, not that helpful. Because I've already done scenes with a road and a full moon before, like the exotic Twilight. There was another one that I did that was kind of like that. And so I wanted to not do the same thing. So I decided to take the angle of the camera and the road a little different. And this is how it turned out. To change this particular Promptober up from past Promptobers that I've done with a full moon or road is I wanted to avoid forest trees. So instead I opted out for desert trees, I guess. That's a weird way to describe cacti. But we have our full moon. We can't get around that because that's actually a part of our prompt for this particular session. And then instead of doing the road straight on and just kind of disappearing into the horizon, I wanted it sort of off the road. So as if like there was a car accident or if you're on a road trip or something and you're doing like a pit stop. Then after that, I just had to figure out what these two were doing. So why would they pull over and why would, what could they possibly do out there with a bunch of cacti? And I guess, of course, it's just spreading that All Hallows Eve cheer around wherever they are. I guess they would have to be in America at this point. I don't know if cacti exist in Europe. But yeah, so I just decided, okay, so what are they going to do with the cacti? And then it's like, I mean, lights and stuff is a lot more kind of a Christmassy sort of thing. So maybe they're making like a Halloween effigy to keep the spirits away from this particular section of the desert. But to us mortals, I believe that this would look absolutely terrifying if I was driving along this road in the dead of night. And just in the distance, you see like a little like a little prick of light, and then it starts to get larger, and then it splits into three, and then you get closer, and it's just this hydra of scary faces. And then I took a note out of Sea of Thieves, and instead of having like one uniform candle color, I made them different colors. I don't know how they would achieve that, but here you go.